pants are irrelevant. Pants are optional here.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
Woman, won't you calm down a little bit?
I know, I forgot to
Calm the hell down.
I forgot to take my Xanax today.
Your energy is too much for us. All right. Baby, repeat after me, okay? I will not use excessive energy.
I can never repeat that.
You look mighty pretty today.
Thank you.
Did you put that knob on your head for me to grab a hold of? What's up, everybody?
Hey, y'all.
I'm Chad.
And I'm Brittany, and we're the new tribe. We're bringing you the new real.
The new real.
That's raw and rugged. Right here,
Right now, guys. What's up, guys? I'm going to go ahead and clap because I'm excited for what we got going on tonight, guys. We're going to do Tom MacDonald's White Boy.
Oh, shit.
White Boy. All right. With the title White Boy, you know, it's already secreting controversy.
Yep.
We're not big on race discussion because it's not
Just
that
politics in general.
we just
too.
don't. We really don't feel like race should ever be an issue. We're all human beings.
Yep. Or the human race.
Exactly. So we don't see people as this race, that race, and so it's hard for us to get into that mode to discuss it because we do know, that racism exists. We know that, there's a lot of that hate out there, and we prefer to feed into it as little as possible. So
Yes.
I don't know if that's what this track's about. We have no idea. But with the title White Boy, yeah, you gotta wonder, guys.
Yeah, and his titles, they are pretty obvious usually about what the song is going to be about.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we just did Snowflakes, and it was, about the snowflakes in the world.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, pretty obvious.
But guys, before we get into Tom MacDonald's White Boy tonight, I want to take the moment to, first of all, once again, thank you guys for the numbers.
Yes,
we
love you
hit
guys.
over that 1K mark. We're pumped about that. Guys, we put up a bunch of extra content on the Patreon. Those of you that wanted to hear my old school music, we've got some of that on there. We actually released a clip of it on the last video. So if you guys haven't heard it and you want to hear it, go check it out on the last video, and you can hear the full thing over on our Patreon.
Yes.
Now keep in mind, guys, that's this stuff was recorded back in 1999 to 2003, 2004, that sort of thing. And I discuss a lot of that on the Patreon. But, it was a long time ago, and it was a lot of fun. So,
Hey, when he made a deal on, with 10K? When
we hit
10K.
We hit 10K. I'll write another song, guys.
And record it.
And we'll see how that goes.
Let's get that going, because I would love to see that, because I have not got to witness that side of him. Yes, I've heard the music, but I have not got to actually see a present song.
I've wrote here and there, over the years. I never really fell out of it. I just haven't recorded anything since 2005. Guys, we're going to do our first live this Friday.
Woo!
This Friday night.
Yes.
Tom MacDonald is going to be dropping a new song. Apparently, he drops them AM. Our live stream will be in the PM.
It is the day before the 4th of July, so I'm not sure exactly what time in the PM that we will be doing that.
As of right now, guys, it's going to be around in between 7 to 9 Central Standard Time. As of right now, if something changes, we'll let you guys know on an upcoming video, and we will post it for sure in the community section of our YouTube page. So if you go to our main page, you can hit the discussion tab, and we will post the time we're planning on getting on for the live there, and we will also post it on the Patreon. Guys, we're pumped about it. It's going to be the first live of this channel, so we hope to see you all there. If you can't make it, then you'll be square like this. Like this. Y'all won't be round like me. You'll be square.
Or you can just catch it later, you know.
All right. You ready to do this, Mama?
Yes.
Up top. Down low. In the hole. Oh, gosh. All right, guys. Hey, before we start this, I forgot. We wanted to touch on a little something. We got a couple comments from you guys about...
A comment that I said.
About a comment that she made in one of our videos about the Hog Fam being a cult following.
I wasn't actually talking about just the Hog Fam. I was just talking about how I can see why Tom MacDonald has a cult following.
Exactly.
All I meant in general, that's just me speaking in general about a passionate following that is hardcore.
That's all I
meant.
That's all
I
that
know
meant.
that cult has a negative connotation on it, and I totally understand why.
Absolutely.
But in our eyes, it doesn't. But I should watch, exactly what I say, because I understand that the world does have a negative, image on that word.
We just wanted to put that out there and make sure that you guys didn't, take any offense to that, because we weren't trying to offend anybody with that terminology. That was, like she said, strictly just a way of describing an intense fan base and a very loyal fan base, and that's it. Actually, positive meaning in our eyes, but we understand where y'all are coming from. So now that we've touched on that, let's touch on this.
Yes, Tom, white boy.
I cannot feel guilty for that I didn't do, but I can understand the reasons why you think that I should. Yeah, I'm white, but I never put your neck in no noose, and I never burnt a cross or hid my face with a hood. You can't just label me racist, cause I'm related to people who did some terrible way back before I was alive.
See, obviously I'm agreeing with it. You know what I mean? I don't think that this should even be a topic of discussion. The fact that, these people that I don't even consider related to them. You know what I mean? Like, that's the fact that he is going so far as to say that, being related because he's white, you know what I mean, is a stretch in my opinion.
I mean, I guess technically you could possibly be related to somebody that,
I mean,
was
if
down
you want
with that back
if you
in the
want
day.
to be technical, you know what I mean? I understand that, but it's a very far jump. That is something that if we were related to somebody that was in that kind of mindset, like what he's talking about here, we would no longer be related to them, whether it was, a long time ago or yesterday, because that's how we roll. And the fact that, he's talking about being thrown into a group and a category of being a racist because he's white. That's a really
touched on this in Snowflakes too.
It's a really tough pill to swallow, for people like us. That
and it's like something you just can't fight.
Yeah, well, and it's like we're the farthest thing from racist. Yeah.
But you can never win with that kind of
statement.
You
can't. I mean, if somebody wants to put it on you, they're going to put it on you.
It's their belief system.
And as long as you stand in your convictions and you know who you are deep down, then your colors will shine in the end.
Exactly.
Parents brought me up to treat everyone as an equal. I refuse to feel ashamed. Up to treat everyone as an equal. I refuse. Way back before I was alive. My parents brought me up to treat everyone as an equal. I refuse to feel ashamed because of my pretty blue eyes. A Nazi, white supremacist. Anyone who labels me as that because of my family genetics. The hatred for Caucasians is so pathetic. Go be proud that you're black, but don't hate me for some credit. I'm not the white devil. Neo-Nazi.
Okay. So he's going there with it.
Yeah.
And it sucks that there even has to be songs put out there like this. You know what I mean? But I'm glad he's doing it.
Yes, we're not stupid just because we don't operate with racism and stuff. We understand that it is out in the world.
And it's a problem.
And that some people, obviously Tom, because he's so passionate about it, obviously he has dealt with it one-on-one.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I've dealt with racism one-on-one, being a white guy in the hip-hop community, even where I was from. I can't imagine the amount of hate that he's getting,
racism.
But it's a shame, that it's still a topic of conversation.
Yes.
Because this was back in 1999, 2000, 2003, 2005 when I was dealing with it, and here it is, 2021.
They keep racism alive to keep us divided. It's the same with sexism and all the isms, because women, if you want to go into that, they've been oppressed as well. And then men, even though they've been hyper masculinized, or whatever the word is, that's actually a form of oppression too, because it's actually hurting them.
Absolutely.
Anything that actually hurts you and stunts your growth, even though it seems like the masculine is growing so much further, they're not. Their ego keeps them back.
Yeah.
So anything that does that is not good.
I like to put it out there with a little twist on an old saying. I like to say, divided they conquer, united they fall. You see what I'm saying, guys? With a little bit of twist on it. They keep us divided, they will conquer us as a human race. If we unite, they will fall, guys. That's just the way it's put, plain and simple. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you got to love everybody out there and, put your Mr. Rogers sweater on and slap your neighbor on the ass and be like, great lawn. You know, it's not.
We can all have mutual respect for one another, and that is how you can have unconditional love for humanity as a whole, is we can respect each other as human beings.
Absolutely.
Black, but don't hate me for some credit. I'm not the white devil, neo-Nazi, cop trying to pull the trigger. You can call me what you want, but I'd still never say the white race as a whole ain't the enemy. There's racist white people, but we're far from that collectively.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy. White noise.
Oh, I like that. I like how he's getting into that, guys. I had to stop it there. I'll bring it back to catch that. I had to stop it there because I love how he did this in the Castles video where he has the other individuals in the video, lipping his vocals and
snowflakes too.
It's very powerful.
It really is.
When you see it coming from all different individuals of different races and different ethnicities and backgrounds, and he really knows
saying certain parts.
He really knows how to put that powerful message out there. You know what I mean? He even goes so far as to put the pause in there. The only person I've ever heard put a pause in there in the song for the N-word is Eminem.
But look how much we've evolved with technology in our medical field and in this and in that. Why aren't we evolving as a human race together? With just empathy, compassion, understanding. We are all humans. We're all living. Same with animals. Guys, we should be respecting animals just the same, and plants and our earth. Come on, guys. We're all living on this earth together.
We see a lot of people, that have enlightened themselves and woke up to a lot of the conditioning and stuff like that over these last, several years. And
especially this past year.
It's continuing to grow. And, that's amazing.
Age of Aquarius.
That's amazing, and that's what we want, and that's what we're hoping for, and that's what this world needs. But, guys, that's only the first step. We've got to do that as individuals, and then we've got to unite and come together, guys.
Yes, we can't just speak on shit. We have to act on shit.
Yeah. All right, let's bring this back.
You can't speak about it. You got to be about it.
That's right. About it.
Black, white boy, dear white boy.
Like how he comes in right here.
White noise. I can't say with my white voice. White boys, white lies. Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes.
If a black man is sipping on some cognac sitting next to me, I don't assume that every black's favorite drink is Hennessy. I don't dislike Tanisha because her first name isn't Stephanie. Not only is that wrong, it's a waste of energy. Ivory or ebony, 45 or 17, we all bleed the same. Martin Luther King or Kennedy.
Yes, yes.
God damn, that was a bar right there.
Yes, and how he brought that shot in. Oh my gosh.
That was a fucking
Woo,
bar
goosebumps.
right there. Good
Woo,
job, Tom.
yes.
Man.
Oh my gosh, the way he structures these songs.
I'm feeling that.
When he knows to put shit in there, like that effect with the shot.
Yeah.
After he said Kennedy, like we had no idea that was coming.
Yeah.
And it was after such a powerful thing he said too.
Oh yeah.
It made you really feel it.
The way that they
You got shot with that truth.
The way they did the effects on his screaming, his vocal, they did a really good job. That was some ear-piercing scream at a low volume.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It wasn't overpowering loud.
Yes.
But it was still...
I've noticed he does contrast like that a lot and makes them work.
Yes.
And it makes it sound so interesting and so fresh.
Professionalism, guys. This, you know, it's hard to find an independent, unsigned artist, especially, you know, especially these days, to be honest with you.
Yes.
But the professionalism that he shows is crazy good.
That's so creative and has the ability to actually put his creations out, because a lot of people that's independent, they don't have like the resources, the money, or you know, maybe the people to do it with, but he makes it fucking happen.
Hell yeah, he does.
Mrs. Stephanie, not only is that wrong, it's a waste of energy. Ivory or ebony, 45 or 17, we all bleed the same. Martin Luther King or Kennedy. They're angry, I'm reciting the facts. He's white and he raps. He stole the culture right from the blacks. Okay, he's fire, but we lit the flame. He's siphoning gas. So this corny little honky man, the whitey is whack. You letting history perpetuate the hatred within. And then you paint me with the brush you painted slave owners with. Yeah.
White boy, don't say that.
Yeah, man. You know,
he touched on a good subject here. We talk about this a lot.
Yeah.
We can't say a certain word, nor would we want to, because we understand the offense that has and the history. But why is it okay for the other side to call names?
I don't understand.
And
you know, I like
two wrongs don't make a right.
I like cuss words. Obviously, you guys know that. We love colorful language.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Very vibrant.
That's not even considered. That's not even a part of my English language. Nope. Either side of it, because if I'm going
we don't even think about
if I'm going to come after somebody, I'm going to do better than some stupid word like that. I'm going to lay down some motherfucking curses. You know what I mean? I'm gonna double that. I'm gonna double that shit up and put some fuck on it. You know what I mean? It's more important than ever to stand up and say we ain't putting up with this divided shit no more.
And then you paint me with the brush you painted slave owners with. Yeah.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
White boy, white noise. I can't say with my white voice. White boys, white lies. Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes. I got a mother, a father, a sister, an auntie, an uncle, and a grandma that I picture when you're openly hating. And God willing, one day I'll have a kid of my own. I refuse to let you blindly hate my wife and my baby, so go ahead and hate.
Ooh, that was strong.
Jesus, I mean, man.
You know, it should be. We should be this passionate about this kind of shit, guys.
We should.
We really should. We see it as there's no point because we don't like to feed into the negativity and the hate. We try to do the opposite with positivity. But I like what he's doing here. He almost inspires you to want to get up and scream this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
it's like she said.
It's nonsense.
It's a line that is walked, to be honest with you. And for us, we prefer to look at it like don't feed the flames of negativity because it's a cancer.
Put it out with love.
And that shit just grows and grows no matter what, you know, you put into it. But there does come a moment, there does come a time that
a special person usually
stuff needs to be said and put out there. Yes, there are racist fucking white people out there and it's sickening.
Yes.
You know, but there's also racist Asians. There's racist, you know, all kinds of
people. Those racist people really hate themselves, you know
and
that, right?
it's sad that that's a thing, but the only thing that's ever going to stop it is ourselves. Once we can learn to stop it ourselves, you know, by stop feeding into it, stop listening to what we hear, and
stop getting offended.
Stop letting these people divide us and point us in these directions.
Condition us.
Then it's going to keep being the same thing over and over again.
And then God willing, one day I'll have a kid of my own. I refuse to let you blindly hate my wife and my baby, so go ahead and hate the races. I pray for their extinction. If you want to hate the white people, just make the distinction between the ones who want the best for everyone regardless and the ones who build the system just to smother you with hardship. Stop before you say it.
I mean,
we just talked about that shit.
We sit here for 15 minutes literally trying to say what he just said in fucking 2 bars that just fucking...
in such an artistic way,
that literally just fucking...
He was made to speak for the people, and I love that. All people. And I love that he speaks for... Yes, he is telling his personal side of things about being a white boy and how he gets treated and how he gets looked at. But if, you really, really listen to all of his stuff, he's speaking for everyone.
Yeah. And I really like how he put that on there where he said, if you're going to hate, put the distinction on it at least. You know what I mean? Separate people like us, people like Tom that really truly want the best for everyone. And we don't see race. No. Separate that because
you guys have some dope relationships with each other.
Absolutely.
If you let go of that shit and not let it divide you, you could have some dope relationships, whether it be a friendship, a relation, like a romantic relationship. I mean, anything.
Absolutely. Honestly. The possibilities are endless once you stop limiting yourselves, guys.
The best for everyone regardless and the ones who build the system just to smother you with hardship. Stop before you say it. I know what you've been thinking. How's a straight white male in 2018? You're making me the villain by demonizing my race for things I didn't do and decisions I didn't make. No one that I call a friend has ever owned a slave, and neither did our dads or our dads' dads. Sakes acknowledging atrocities were wrongly committed is all that I can offer while I'm wrongly convicted. I would never hate a man for what God gave him in pigments, and I would never plot against him just because he is different. I would never judge a human for the cards he was given or call him lesser than myself because of the race that he's mixed with. White people that you hate aren't your neighbors or lawyers. They're the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Bushes, and Royals.
Yes!
Yeah, they are.
Yes!
Hell yeah, man. Okay, he put it there, guys.
Woo!
He said that right there.
Yes, he goes
Holy
straight
shit.
for it. See, and this is another reason why you got to be careful with what you put out and what kind of help you do, because we know, a lot of people know anyways, the history of activists.
Yeah.
That doesn't always turn out great for them.
I can't understand how he can climb up on these desks and dance and get hype with those giant-ass testicles that he's carrying around with him. You know what I mean? This dude's sack is fucking-normous.
And I love how he's getting down in this video, too, and his passion, and just he's not choreographed, but just the unique ways he's setting himself on the desks and throwing his head down when he starts to scream.
Yeah.
And it's not just regular head banging. I don't know how to exactly explain it. It looks like it's choreographed
Literally.
for the video, but you can tell he's just being himself and he's just being
Absolutely.
passionate. He's obviously just a cool dude that does cool shit.
Somebody hire this man a caddy to carry his balls.
Yeah.
Jesus.
For judge a human for the cards he was given or call him lesser than myself because of the race that he's mixed with. White people that you hate aren't your neighbors or lawyers. They're the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Bushes, and Royals. They're the people who monopolized the water and oil and injected your communities with drugs that they spoiled. Got no patience for Nazis. I think they're better off dead. They're fighting hatred with hatred, making the hate more intense. I don't want nothing to do with either side of the fence, so don't blindly attack me for wearing braids on my head. Hate the people who believe you put yourselves in the ghetto. Hate the ones who teach their children you ain't because they said so. Hate the ones who think you're all the same and judge you profusely because the way that you're portrayed on our news and in movies. Being white and being racist aren't the same, man, I promise. No, it's hard to tell the difference if I'm just being honest. I deserve the chance to show you I'm not part of the problem, and you owe it to yourselves. We got so much in common.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
White boy, white noise. I can't say with my white voice. White boys, white lies. Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
That was fucking intense.
That
right
was
there.
so fucking good. That was making me almost emotional. And I'm not a crying person. Even when I'm happy, I'm a very enthusiastic person, as you guys know. You know, I got that hype energy. But I'm not an emotional person. But that, for some reason, was making me emotional. Yeah. Like, but in a good way. Like, it was making me want to stand up and scream it with him.
I literally loved
He put
what
our
he said,
feelings.
Guys.
Yes, he put our feelings into words.
Absolutely.
Like, that's exactly what we think and we try to talk about, but it's hard to put it into words.
Absolutely, because
you have to
because
be so
you can't.
careful.
Well, you can't talk about it without there being negativity and hate. Yep. It's really hard because it's such a sensitive subject.
Yes.
You know, this side has every right to be sensitive just as much as this side does.
Yes.
And anytime you're trying to walk that line and make, sides that shouldn't even be separated in the first place happy, it's almost impossible.
Yep.
And he's done such a good job with this song.
Yes.
Showing
and
everybody.
Respectfully.
Yes, showing everybody.
Blatant truth.
Just like he said, at least give me the chance, to prove it.
That
before you judge me.
Yes, that you might be surprised that we have so much in common. We were literally just saying that. Like, you were literally could be missing out on having a best friend. You know what I mean? Like, and we need that in this world. That's what we're supposed to be doing here, is we're supposed to be connecting with one another, connecting with ourselves on the deepest levels and becoming our best selves and helping each other do that as well.
All right, boys and girls.
Yes.
What time is it, baby?
It's bar of the day time.
Bar of the day, guys.
I went to look at the actual time.
It is bar of the day, guys. This is where I pick my favorite bar right after my beautiful wife picks hers. We're going to let you guys know what those are and why. And once we're done,
it's y'all's turn.
You guys, get in the comment section. Let us know what your favorite bar was.
I am hyped for this one.
Absolutely.
I really cannot wait to see what y'all have to say about the bar of the day, or if you just want to talk about the song in general and how it made you feel. I know a lot of people said they were really excited for us to do this one.
This is it's not controversial to me.
No.
It's literally, facts. It's stuff that, if you're, in my opinion, if you're a good person and you're woke, this is all going to make sense to you.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
It's going to be what you live.
This is, black or white, red or green, yellow or pink.
Yep.
This will make sense if you're a good person in your heart, in my opinion.
Yes.
So,
and you're evolved.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because this is that type of song, guys, let's keep the comments as positive as possible. You know what I mean?
And respectful, please.
Yes. I don't expect everybody to, like I said, tickle balls, butter biscuits, all that good stuff.
Everybody can have their personal preference as long as it's not hating on another's personal preference.
Yeah, we have our own
on a person in
strong
general.
Opinions. We have, a lot of different views that a lot of people don't, and we don't try to force those on other people.
Nope.
We just like to hear and speak and conversate with people that have different views to hopefully enlighten.
Open people's minds.
Absolutely,
exactly. Yes.
Absolutely. So let's keep the love in the comments, guys.
Yes.
All right, baby doll, what is your bar?
All right, here I go. Okay, mine's a couple, but I just really, really love this part. You're probably going to be like, yep, I figured, because that's the one I really reacted to. But it's the part where it says, I don't dislike Tanisha because her name isn't Stephanie. Not only is that wrong, it's a fucking waste of energy. Ivory or Ebony, 45 or 17, we all bleed the same. Martin Luther King or Kennedy, shot.
Bow.
Bam.
Yes.
He shot you with that fucking truth.
Absolutely.
And it was so powerful with that effect at the end. And plus, we just agree with, like, this is what we've been talking about this whole time.
That was probably one of the strongest bars of the song. I mean, this thing was...
It's a fucking waste of energy.
This thing was packed with mind-blowing shit, you know what I mean?
It was hard.
And it's not just the topics, because what he's saying, is facts.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's not like new shit.
It's the way he words it,
it's
though.
His artistic ability to put this out there.
And his passion.
In a very passionate but respectful and
motivational
artistic way.
And it's motivational.
Absolutely. This guy deserves every bit of success that he gets, because this kind of shit is just mind-blowing. Jinx!
Jinx! Pinch poke, you owe me a Coke.
Ow! Ow!
Yeah.
Spousal abuse. But I am going to go ahead and throw this out there. I love his use of the word fucking.
I know.
And that, you know what I mean?
He fucking waste of energy.
That's what we mean when we say colorful language, guys. You know,
they're sentence enhancers, guys.
And that was enhanced.
Yes.
Anybody can say, you know, a curse word, you know, but to be able to use it properly is an art.
Right
is an art of its own.
Yes.
I don't assume that every black's favorite drink is Hennessy. I don't dislike Tanisha because her first name isn't Stephanie. Not only is that wrong, it's a waste of energy. Ivory or ebony, 45 or 17, we all bleed the same. Martin Luther King or Kennedy. They're angry, I'm reciting the facts. He's white.
I love in the video, he did we didn't get a chance to comment much on the video.
No,
I love how he did the video and what they're doing, like in the background right here. They're all arguing.
Yep.
They're all standing up for their own convictions, yelling at each other the whole time he's walking around the room
screaming
saying
at him.
this.
Yes.
You know
Wake
what I mean?
the fuck up.
It's like that, in my opinion, you know, is metaphorical in itself.
Yes.
You know, it's these people are too busy doing this when the truth is being right here.
Yes.
You know, and
the truth is right here, guys.
He is the truth
in your heart.
In that room, walking around, telling everybody what's going on, and these people are too busy to hear it because they're too busy getting their feelings out and their opinion.
Their
you know, they're forcing their opinions on other people and judging other people, and I just love that the way that they did that, and that's what at least I took from this video.
I loved it.
All right, guys, so my bar of the day probably won't be as surprising. I commented on it during the video. It stood out to me as well as a lot of the other ones.
Yeah.
I mean, this was literally.
This would be a good one to break down bar for bar. Honestly,
this is a really, really good song.
It's a good conversation starter too.
It's the bars. It's actually two bars that kind of go together, but it's all one point where it says, "So go ahead and hate the racist. I pray for their extinction. If you want to hate the white people, just make a distinction between the ones who want the best for everyone regardless and the ones who built the system just to smother you with hardship."
Yes. I love how he said it right after we got done talking about the system too.
And it's the truth, because
it's been happening a lot lately.
It's such a shame that, you know, there are so many people out there, and in this instance white people, because that's what we're talking about, that are racist and, you know,
takes two to tango, though,
are a, you know, in my opinion, a disgrace to you know, the white race, if you want to put it that way.
Yes.
But it's a shame that those people are there, but
and ruining it for everyone.
There's only, you know, in my opinion, it's just a little sliver of the whole package. You know, I think we as humans, especially as races, I think most of us are good in general.
Yes.
You know, there's a few bad apples out there that spoil it.
Yes.
And with the way that, like he says, you know, the system is built to smother you with hardship. And that's part of the hardship, guys, is dividing us, putting the fear out there, putting
fake
the negativity out there, putting, you know, all of this shit out there for us to tread water with is distracting.
Well,
you know, how can you focus on?
Yeah, it makes it your reality when you're seeing this shit on the news. Fear becomes your reality, and hatred and all of this other stuff. And why do they only cover bad shit? And there's a reason for that.
And I understand that there are people out there that deal with racism. It's not just on the news and stuff. They deal with it in their life, because there are racists out there.
Yeah.
I understand that, and we're not trying to take away from that by any means by what we're saying. I think it's fucked up, and if anybody needs any help, you know what I mean, holla at your boy. Because I am big on standing up for what's right, especially to any kind of bullies or bigots or racists or anything like that. It's just the fact that there is so much good in the world that's being smothered by all of the negativity, when, you know, we really need to just peel back that layer and let the good breathe. And, you know, show more of the good. Like she said, you know, stop. We don't watch the news, guys.
Nope.
We don't watch the news. We don't, you know, somebody commented and said that we were out of whack because we didn't know who Blair was. And we don't follow the trends. We don't follow. I mean, that's why we didn't listen to Tom, to be honest with you. We kind of do our own thing. We ride in our own lane. We don't watch the news. We don't read the papers.
We try to put our phones away to be present with one another.
Absolutely. We spend time, you know, if we're not doing this, we're outdoors, you know, walking on trails, you know, riding bikes, spending it with the kids.
Our earth.
You know, it might sound hippie, it might sound, you know, tree huggerish, but that's where we get our positivity from. And some people might say it looks like we're hiding or running, you know, and you can't just turn a blind eye, but we're not turning a blind eye.
We talk about it all the time.
We see it, we understand it, we know it's there. We choose not to fan the flames, guys. You know, we're all blessed with a energy inside,
unique
and
energy,
it's up to us to fan that flame, guys. I don't see this song as controversial. I said that once before. I don't see his song as fanning the flames of negativity or anything like that. This is a very positive song. This is a very motivational song.
Just covering a negative topic.
This song is smothered in love, in my opinion, guys. All right, guys, let's listen to my bar of the day.
Have a kid of my own. I refuse to let you blindly hate my wife and my baby, so go ahead and hate the racists. I pray for their extinction. If you want to hate the white people, just make the distinction between the ones who want the best for everyone regardless and the ones who build the system just to smother you with hardship. Stop before you say it.
And the effects on this song.
He did a really good job. Really good job with the whole. I mean,
the engineering is amazing.
I've come to expect this already from Tom. You know, he's obviously talented in many aspects.
He's musically intelligent,
as well as, you know, he's got an amazing team behind him with, you know, his woman, woman and the other people that help him out. It's he's got a good thing going, and like we said, he deserves what success he gets.
We really have became a true fan.
Get your bars ready, because we're pumped, guys. We want to see what you got. Put them in the comment section below.
Don't be scared to let us know how you feel.
Absolutely.
You know, because it can be destructive to try to keep the hatred in too, and to feel like you've been silenced.
Absolutely.
You need to have a voice in this life and be able to maturely harness it and respectfully harness it.
100%. All right, guys. That's going to be it for this video.
That's dope.
We are going to do
this house next
because we've been told by many of you that, you know, we need to kind of do those two because they kind of go together.
I'm excited.
So we are going to do that next. But just with the title alone, you know, it's one of those things that, you know, he's really good at the titles too. You know, it's very intriguing. And so I've wanted to do this one for a while, and it did not disappoint, guys.
No, I loved it.
Did not disappoint at all.
And I love doing it with y'all.
Absolutely.
Like this community that we have built up, like we are getting our own little family here.
Y'all motherfuckers are cool, man.
Yes.
You guys are cool. We
and
like hanging out with you.
You guys are good peeps. I love it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Guys, if you haven't yet, please subscribe.
And ring the bell so you
Absolutely.
know when we will be premiering this. And make sure you hit up the premiere.
Absolutely.
I really, really enjoy interacting while the premiere is going on.
The premieres are fun, guys. We're hitting record numbers. We broke the record in the last Tom
It's like hanging out
premiere.
with your homies.
Yeah, so, you know, we keep getting more and more people in with these premieres. We've got the live stream coming up this week. It's going to be our first.
Don't be popping.
And we're doing it with Tom, new Tom song. So, you know,
definitely
it's going to be
popping.
fun, guys. All right, guys. I've got a few words for you. You guys are awesome.
Yes.
You guys are important.
You guys are loved.
You guys are beautiful. Look at yourself in the mirror. Tell that person you see in the mirror, I love you.
Yes.
Walk outside. Look at your neighbor. Give him a wave. Give him a smile. That's right, guys. Love one another. Let's try to spread as much positivity.
Energy is contagious just like negative energy is. So
Absolutely.
let's just fucking drown this earth with some positive fucking energy.
As much as we can.
Yes.
We love each and every one of you. We will see you back here tomorrow. And we will see you back here Friday night for the live, because we can guarantee you it's going to be just as
real. Peace, guys.